Yaheetech sent me this 6-foot Christmas tree, so in this video, I'm just going to do an assembly and give my first impressions of this. So here's a closer look at the box, and right here, we're going to have one of the branches, and this of course is going to go ahead and be pre-lit, so there's going to be these incandescent bulbs all around the branch, and then over here at the bottom, there's going to be this plastic bit that just goes ahead and comes off and reveals the tip. Here's going to be the next piece, and the final piece which goes right on top. And we're also going to have some instructions, and this small box, which is where the stand is going to be. And here it is. So I went ahead and organized all the 3 pieces, and then right here, this is going to be the first piece. This is going to be what goes up at the tippy top. This is going to be the middle piece, and this is going to be the base. And we can tell that as well too, not just by the 3, but also by the bottom, because this is going to be pointed versus the other ones are just going to be a tube, and then this one's going to be square. And so the first thing to do is to grab the stand and just go ahead and open it up. And it also does come with these 3 screws, so I just want to go ahead and screw it in just a little bit, just like that. And now I can go ahead and place the piece number 3 right on top over here, just like that. And now this can go ahead and just be screwed in just to keep this part nice and secure. So right there's my cat Tiger just watching me put up this tree. But the next thing to do is to go ahead and bring these branches down, just like that. And from the looks of it, there's definitely a lot of fluffing that needs to be done just to make this a lot more fuller. And now looking at the top, right here is where the next piece will go. And there's gonna be 2, 4, 6 different branches. And there's also gonna be the wire wrapped all around for the lights. And then right over here, we can see this is where the connection is going to be. So let me just go ahead and unravel all of this and fluff it up. After fluffing this for about 5 minutes, I think it ended up looking real nice. So a good tip for this is just to make sure to get every single one of these, because a lot of them are going to go ahead and be bent like this, and you have to go ahead and just unfold it just to use as much as possible so the tree looks as full as possible. All right, so now here's the second part, and this just goes right on top like so. And I let go, and there. And now the important thing is to make sure to go ahead and plug it in. So it's going to be a lot easier right now rather than having to do it later. Now I can just go ahead and pull these branches down just like so and start fluffing it up. And here's what it looks like after. This one took about 7 minutes to complete just because it was longer and it had a lot more branches. But once again, I think I did a pretty good job. And now it's time for the final part, which is gonna be the top. So here's the last piece that makes it 6 foot, and I can place it right in here. And I can go ahead and plug them in, almost there. So here's what it looks like before. And here's the after. So this third part was by far the easiest one. And it also didn't have the metal bits, so I did have to go ahead and just twist the branches directly down, especially over here. So the last thing to do was just to remove all these tags and go ahead and plug this in. And so just taking a look at this, this is definitely more than 6 feet, so I'm actually really happy. This is probably like about 6.5 feet with this top tip, just because I'm 6 feet tall and it should be like right here. But yeah, building this overall wasn't too bad. It probably took about 15 to 20 minutes, which wasn't too bad. It'd be a lot quicker, you know, if you had 2 people. This way one person could do one side and one can do other. But yeah, I definitely recommend starting from the bottom, expanding all the branches out, and then working your way to the middle and the top, just because it just makes the work a lot easier. Now, as far as spreading out these branches, you don't have to be gentle with them. These can definitely take a beating. Like, you can go hard on them just because this tree is pretty durable and I don't feel like it's gonna go ahead and break. Oh, wow. Yeah, this looks gorgeous. This looks beautiful. There's gonna be 250 bulbs all around over here, and I do definitely think it's really nice and evenly spread out. Now, as far as this tree goes, this is more probably for like a smaller home. So if you have like an apartment and want to go ahead and stick it in like the corner, this will definitely be good just because it's fairly thin at the bottom. It's not as wide like a regular tree, but it still does look very full, so I'm really impressed. So these Christmas trees also come in a bunch of different colors and various sizes. So if you wanted like a pink or a black or one like with kind of white snow all over, you have those options. Or if you want one like 7.5 feet tall or 9 feet, you got those too. But I think this one's a pretty good size, especially for like the corner of an apartment or a smaller home. But yeah, that's a quick look at the Yaheetech 6-foot pre-lit Christmas tree.